Hey guys, you're watching Se1Ep1. My name's David Strife7. This is going to be a YOLO episode in Dark Souls 2. Now, most of you probably already know what Dark Souls is because, you know, who the hell hasn't heard of what Dark Souls is? But if you haven't heard of what Dark Souls is and you've been living under a rock, it's hang on, let me say that again. It's a notoriously hard game. And Demon Souls, the first one, the PlayStation 3, was known as one of the hardest games on the console. Then they brought a sequel called Dark Souls, which came on the Xbox as well, and PC later on. And they've just made a sequel to the sequel, so it's Dark Souls 2. But it all starts from the origin point of Demon Souls. That was like the first game. It comes from the people from Software. They made Tenchu Z on the 360. They also made Otogi, is it Myth of Demons, I think? 1 and 2 on the Xbox One. That was actually one of my favourite games on the console, Otogi. That was pretty good. It was like you played as some Japanese warrior god hybrid thing. I'm not sure what you call them. But anyway, From Software is a good developer, and I've never known them to make a bad game, to be honest. Right, I am going to say early on, my frames are skipping a little bit when I'm recording. And I have noticed that, like, I'll move forward like this, and then suddenly I'll just jerk off to the side, like my controller input isn't going in properly. So I'm bound to make a mistake. So I'm bound to die. So already there's a handicap. Perfect. For those of you that don't know what Pixel Almighty's show YOLO mode is all about, YOLO mode is where we pick a game and we play until we die. And if we don't die quick enough, we start adding other rules like you can't block, you can't dodge, you can't, you know, do certain things, so we start adding more handicaps as we go on. I'm not going to be too worried about my character, because, in all honesty, with the frame drop, I'm probably going to die pretty quickly. I could go deprived, that's what I started my main account with, and you start off with nothing, but you do get to level up more often. I've never used spellcasters before, so I'm not going to do that because then it'll just be boring. It'll be, half the time will just be me trying to figure out how to use spells. I will do it now. I want to make sure I try and... because I know this is going to be a short trip, yeah, let's do this slightly increases HP. You know what, I am going to, like, make the character a little bit. Let's make random. Oh my god, he looks depressed. Actually, I quite like that. Oh, he looks masculine. Actually, kind of looks like Falco. The guy who's making Listen in Shadows, he's an indie developer. That kind of looks like him. If he ever sees this video, which I doubt he will, but he probably won't appreciate me saying that. Let's go for depressed, moody guy here. This is indeed me. This is indeed my true self. Like I said, it is skipping frames just a little bit, and the movement does spike around. Oh, like that, like I can't even walk upstairs, apparently. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go onto the desktop. I've got Unity open, I was making a game. I'll probably, like, close a bunch of 3D stuff I've got open at the minute that's rendering as well, and we'll... Oh, Christ, he has a big nose. Yeah, well, I'm going to close some stuff and I'll be back, hopefully with better frames. I've never used a one-hand, like... a sword in one hand like this before. I've always had like a shield or something. Could go this way, although I'd probably be killed by that giant thing. So we're not going to... I forgot what item was there. I think it's like a stone gem or something. I won't need stuff like this early on, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're going to go on an adventure. Right, so I have completed this game once already. So I kind of know where things are, but it's been so long since I've been like at the start of the game that I can't remember. Wait, where do I get my Estus flask from? I didn't fail to equip it, did I? Like, it's not here. I'm sure they gave you like an Estus flask at the start. What's going on? I can't remember the start of the game. Like, I completed the game. Oh, I missed. That coffin down there. If you get in that coffin down there, it changes your gender. I found out the hard way. So my main class was I just picked like a big ass sword, the biggest I could find, and I just like got a shield as well, and I just block everything. This is not my class. Like, I'm not very confident with 2 swords that usually have a shield. I could have picked the shield class, but this class said it had higher HP and defense, so I want to have the better survivability, whatever that constitutes as. Ah, God, my mouth hurts. I've had like a tooth pulled out, and it really hurts. Like, I've just had a tooth, like, just pulled out, which kind of feels like, I guess it's a good metaphor for what Dark Souls is like. It's like having a tooth pulled out. It's just painful and it's just sore after. Actually, this one isn't as... It's a weird thing. As the games have gone on, the games have gotten easier. Like, Demon Souls was definitely the hardest. Then Dark Souls was, like, pretty hard. And this is not so hard. Like, I've actually managed to complete this one. Put it that way. Oh! So yeah, like, Demon Souls, still one of the hardest games I've ever played, I think. And the first Dark Souls requires you to die, because, like, in the first boss room, you have to die to figure out that you can get round him. Like, the door to get round him doesn't open or something. Basically, there's a door where you can get round him, climb up, and then drop down on him and take away, like, half his HP before the battle's even started. So, like, it gives you a good starting point, because you're already, like, halfway there kind of thing. But, basically, I think you have to die once, and then the door to get around him opens. Otherwise, you have to beat him the first time, like, properly, without, you know, going around and getting a half HP trick done. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. This is not as hard as the first Dark Souls, nowhere near. Right, so we're in Majula, which is like the central hub for the entire game. If I'm right, there is a cliff I can jump off. Not like jump off and die, obviously, I mean, like, it benefits me by getting off. Gotta be careful dropping down, because sometimes when you drop down from a height, you roll forward, like Link does in Zelda. So, you gotta go slowly, otherwise you'll end up rolling forward. And obviously, if you're walking off a cliff towards the edge of the cliff below you, you're gonna roll off it, so you have to be, like, really careful. Now I can level up! 948! Oh, fuck. I'm gonna go to the forest first, because that's logically the best place to go at this point. So I didn't get Watch Dogs. I didn't feel like having Watch Dogs, to be honest. Like, there's a huge amount of hype behind it, and yes, it's probably, like, a good game. But, I don't know, just... I looked at it, and I was going to get it on PC, and then I heard the PC version was having problems, so I was like, oh, I might get it on PS4 then. And, I don't know, I just looked at people playing it on Twitch, and I just didn't really like the look of it. It doesn't seem like a next-gen game. Like... Look at the E3 presentations again and saw like how cool the hacking was and how everything was like interlinked in the whole world and stuff, but I don't know. It didn't land up being like that in the final game. So I feel not cheated, but it's definitely not the same game I was looking at in E3. Kind of reminds me of this actually, because the first gameplay of Dark Souls 2... oh, I have missed something. Yeah, the first gameplay of Dark Souls 2, the graphics were like really, really good, and the shadows and the lighting and everything was great. And then, once the game came out, people were comparing it to the original E3 footage and stuff, and they found it didn't look as good. So we got a little bit, not cheated, because obviously games change all the time, and it's important that the game plays well and the frame rate's consistent. So if the developers felt, you know, oh, I want to take away the lighting system and put in this better, more efficient one, yeah, okay, it might look worse, and there might be some pop-up like I just had there now. But if it means the game's going to play better, that's what matters to me. Oh! Bad start, bad start! Yeah. Come at me, bro. You gotta time it with the arrows as well. Damn. Like, most people keep souls in these forms. Like, you shouldn't use these souls to bank souls, because if you die, you drop your souls. So, if you've got items that give you souls, you're better off holding onto the items, because you don't lose the items when you die. So, in all circumstances, you should not use the souls if you can avoid it. You should be banking them as items because they're more... The souls are in item form, they're more guaranteed, but... Oh, shoot, shoot! Oh, we're gonna have an early death. Oh no! Or maybe I need my dexterity to go up. I forget which one makes you swing faster. Is it dexterity? I'm actually really crap with stats, I have no idea what I'm doing. All I know is strength makes you hit harder. Swing harder. Even do damage. Even smash. How fortunate. So when enemy swings a wall, they don't bounce back off and interrupt the attack. I do it. No, I'm sorry, you can't do that. This way here. Oh, that was close. I just realized my stamina when I jumped. I might have not jumped and just fell. That would not have been good. That's the thing I'm worrying about in this video. I don't want to die by falling. I want to die because I've been beaten, you know. Yeah, I don't want to die by falling or some environmental, you know, fire or something. I want to have a warrior's death. I want to die fighting. Make for a pretty crappy video if I just died because I was set on fire or something. So yeah, Watch Dogs. It was okay. Like, it looked okay, but I'm not going to spend like £50 on it. I'm going to keep my money, please. Oop. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not going to die easily because I already know like all the enemy patterns, so I know mostly what's coming after me. Mostly. Still not found a shield. Oh my god. If I go up here, I'll probably die, but let's go for it anyway. Let's get the bomb guy quickly, but right now he's danger. Oh, pick a button. More life gems, yeah. And that's the point. Yo! That was awesome! I did not plan that, but I'm happy it happened. For those of you that don't know, you don't need a key for up here. I thought so at the start, like you need the soldier's key. I was like, the door looks pretty bad. I wonder what happens if I, like, hit it. And then this happened. And then I was happy. I'm pretty sure there's an enemy here somewhere. That's a flash shard. Right, okay, so we've got 2 S's. Whoa! I thought there was an enemy in there. I was like 99% sure. I was like, I'm sure someone jumped me the last time I came in. And I was right.
Is that Tisila, however?
Yes, it is an Estus flash shard, you see. There is hope. Get on with it. Come on then, get on with it. Get on with it. Get on with it. Monty Python, in case you don't know. It's not just me being random. I've never actually used a club before, so I could land up dying because I'm not used to it. So keep that in mind whilst I go back and yeah. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm going to use this guy. So I'm just going to kill him. Don't laugh, I'm killing you. Oh, yeah. Oh, he yields more souls. I need that. Oh, I'm glad I killed him. This is the thing, it depends how you play, but generally in Dark Souls you either want to have enough life that you sustain long enough, or you have the strength to take someone down quickly, so you don't have to mess around, like... Oh. No. Oh god, that was terrible. Yeah, if I jump over that gap over there, I'm pretty sure there's something on the other side. Not sure how useful it is, but... Nope. Oh no! Oh my god! That's how I die? Oh! No! That's horrible! That's the worst death I could possibly give this video. What the hell? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's really bad. Part of me just wants to carry on, but I can't. That's not the rules of YOLO. You play as far as you can with one life. I should have used the sword. I'm more familiar with the sword. I know the tempo of it. I'm sorry guys, but that's the end of YOLO mode for Dark Souls 2. It's not even that hard. I shouldn't have died for like at least until the first boss. I was expecting to go against like the giant. Oh, I'm really sorry guys. That's it. This is Dark Souls 2.